Hello everybody, welcome to Spirit Sports. I am your host Evan, and welcome back to another edition of Postgame Notes. If you enjoy this video, please make sure to like the video and or consider sharing it with someone you know. And if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing so you can see any and all of my uploads immediately and whenever you want with relative ease. Also, feel free to leave a comment, and if you do, I will get back to you as fast and the best way as possible. And with that being said, let's get into today's post-game notes, but a little disclaimer before I do. If I sound different, it's because I am sick. But let's get into it. Jason Benetti and Dan Petrie were back in the booth as the Detroit Tigers had their first televised spring training home game against the Minnesota Twins. The Twins took a 1-0 lead in the third inning, and that happened to be all they needed as they earned a 4-0 win over the Detroit Tigers. The top performers for the game were Alan Cerda, who went 1-for-1 with a homer, 2 RBIs and a run. Rubel Cespedes, who went 1-for-1 with a homer, an RBI and a run. And Deshaun Kiersey Jr., who went 1-for-2 with a homer, an RBI and a run. Now let's go over the key moments in the game. In the top of the third, with the bases empty, no outs, and a 2-2 count, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. of Minnesota hit a homer to right, scoring himself, making it 1-0 Twins, and increasing the Twins' win probability by 11.7%, bringing it up to 61.7%. In the bottom of the seventh, with a man on first, no outs, and a 2-1 count, Tomas Nido of Detroit grounded into a double play, causing Theron Lorenzo and himself to get out. The score stayed 1-0 Twins, but that lowered the Tigers' win percentage by 16.1, dropping it all the way to 27%. In the top of the eighth, with a man on third, a 1 out, and a 0-0 count, Alan Cerda of Minnesota hit a home run to center, scoring Will Holland and himself, making it 3-0 Twins. Giving a boost of 11.5 to their win probability, putting it at 92.8%. And then in the top of the eighth, with bases empty and 2 outs, with a 1-2 count, Rubel Cespedes of Minnesota hit a homer to right center, scoring himself, making it 4-0 Twins, and increasing the Twins' winning percentage by 3.9%, up to 96.3%. Now for my takeaways of the game. It's just going to be notes that I was taking during the game. So, great pitching from the Detroit Tigers' Tarek Skubal. Through 2 innings pitched, he allowed 1 hit and struck out 1. Ryan Kreidler of Detroit had a nice bloop single after a good at-bat and had a great jump on a stolen base in the third inning. Dylan Dingler of Detroit gunned down a base stealer in the fourth inning. Theron Lorenzo of Detroit had 3 walks on the day, and he won an ABS challenge by half of an inch. And then there is masterful pitching from Ty Madden of Detroit. He pitched for 2 innings, didn't allow a hit, allowed a walk, and struck out one batter. Tyler Owens of Detroit had good pitching. Through 1 inning, he didn't allow a hit and struck out 1 guy. Zach McKinstry of Detroit had an interesting day. He had about 22 seconds in the batter's box. He took a ball, then got hit by pitch. Then when he got on first, he got pinch ran for by Jake Holton of the Tigers. After a good walk, Will Holland of Minnesota stole second on the first pitch of the next at-bat with a great jump. He got to third on a wild pitch, and he scored on a home run hit by Alan Cerda. Brendan White of Detroit with big-time struggles today, giving up 2 home runs and 3 runs. Cole Hepp of Detroit had what I considered a strong outing. He only pitched for 2/3 of an inning, but he only gave up a hit and a walk, and he struck out 2 guys. Then PJ Pullen of Detroit, who came in for relief of Cole Hepp, had 3 pitches. All 3 of them were for strikes, and he struck out that batter. And then, despite an iffy start, and what I describe as an iffy start is a walk, a single on back-to-back at-bats, Jalen Nallen of Minnesota got 3 straight outs to end the game. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was the Tigers Twins post-game notes from February 26, 2025 on Spirit Sports. I'm your host, Evan. Reminder that a new Detroit Sports Weekly covering the last 2 weeks will be out this weekend. If you did end up enjoying this video, please make sure to like it and or consider sharing this video with somebody you know. And if you want to see more videos like this, please do consider subscribing so you can see any and all of my uploads immediately and whenever you want with relative ease. Also, feel free to leave a comment, and if you do, I'll respond as fast and as best as I can. Of course, any interaction with this video is all up to you. Nobody forced you to click this video. You did it on your own free will. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you this weekend for the 5th episode of Detroit Sports Weekly. Stay blessed.